welcome back to the shop. It's Monday, the 18th of September, 2017.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, there's some good tea. Due to the hurricane last week, I say the hurricane, there's a couple of factors. Partially to the Hurricane Irma, we had a lot of wind, just lost power, so we didn't shoot a video, partly because of the hurricane, and I was home Monday and we worked all day, and then we were supposed to be going up to Atlanta Thursday night, and the download speed on my computer so slow, it just wouldn't have worked out. And then come to find out my computer crashed, so I would not have been able to do a video anyway. So for those two factors, last week we did not have a video. This week will be twice as good, I promise you. So let's talk briefly about who was here this weekend. Jay stopped by on Saturday with Tangi. They kind of hung out for a while with us. Jay helped me on a project that I'm going to show you a video on a little bit later in the week. But we did some work on that old aluminum truck toolbox that Michael got at an auction. How long ago? I don't know. Thing's been kicking around the yard for a while.
Oh, no.
But anyhow, we put it to work, and we're going to see that video later in the week. So Jay helped me with that. Then Sunday, Uncle Mikey came over. He hung out with us, finished helping me with the that toolbox, getting it ready to go on the trailer. And again, we'll see a little bit more about that later in the week, as there's a video for that. Oh, that's some good fresh sweet tea. Just made it when I got home from work today. Really, really good. Okay, so this week in the shop, a lot happened. We're not going to go back into last week because, to be honest with you, we really don't remember what we did this week, so there ain't no way we're going to remember what we did last week. But anyhow, so this week in the shop, we finished a bunch of little projects around that we'll talk about later, but we worked on rustic trays, the little small napkin things for the rustic trays. We built the blanks for the snowman people. I don't know what to call them, the little signs. Scarecrows. Anyhow, we've been selling these kind of from the beginning when we started, and it's just a popular thing. We built some of those. We're going to show you some of those pictures when we do the video up at Union Point this week, and more on that later. So we made 5 sets of these little 2x4 things of the pumpkins, and I don't know, not even 5.
10 sets of the pumpkins.
10 sets of the pumpkins.
5 sets of the little witches and warlocks and all the goodies right here. Yeah, see, they're right there.
So that's what we did, and we did that mostly on Monday. We set and cut all that out and all those blanks. So it was really, really busy, really productive day on the Monday that the hurricane hit a week ago today.
Because there wasn't any power at the house. Yeah. We had nothing better to do anyway.
That's right. There was power out at the house. The shop was powered up, except for maybe an hour or two. So we really rocked and rolled and got a lot done. We made the toolbox for the trailer, and I finished welding on that special sign that I've been working on for a while. I've had to kind of redo it a couple times. It was a little heavy. Some of the stuff I was using was heavy, so we cut back on it. I think we're done. Mom's got a paint on it. We put the sign together. We're going to deliver that this week, and I'll show you a video or a picture of it, but not until after it's delivered. But I think it came out looking pretty good. Uncle Mikey got a sneak preview of it there, and I think he kind of got it and understands what we're doing. Okay, so projects completed this week. We finished the sets of these decorations. The hall tree. Now, y'all remember that huge door and hall tree with the big box that I had, the cabinet below it? We've had it now for a year because we took it to Union Point a year ago. Mm-hmm. And we stopped taking it to shows when it was just me and Mama because it just got too heavy for both of us to manipulate, and said, well, we can improve upon this. The box, the cabinet that you sit on and store stuff under was actually bolted to the door. We removed those bolts. We put a French cleat system in. The box just sits down on the door, holds the door up now. So when we're ready to take it, somebody holds the door. We pick the little box cabinet up off the bottom, can put it in, and then the door, it's half the weight and it's easy to maneuver. We're going to show you that when we get to Union Point. I'm going to shoot some videos of that hall tree. And see if it doesn't go up there. If not, it's going to Atlanta, and more on Atlanta later. We made 2 more tray sets. We completed those tray sets. Remember, I held them up and said, oh, look, and Mama moved the camera, and it had the big tray, the napkin tray. It had 2 mason jars and 2 wine glasses. We finished
Keep going.
We finished 2 sets of those. Mama was looking at me. I thought I missed something. But we had 2 trays of those that we completed this past week. Those come out really, really nice. Again, they'll be up at Union Point. I hope you get some video of all that before the crowds come in and buy everything out.
Did you tell them that how it went at the auction?
We didn't go to the auction because that was a week ago. We're going to go back.
No, I was talking about how it was donated back.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, that I don't know if we got to talk about that. We had donated our first original set with the big tray, the napkin holder, the wine glasses, and the mason jars. We donated that for a melanoma benefit. The guy who won it donated it back to go to the auction the next day. At the auction, it sold for $55. He donated it back. We got for a re-auction later for the money to go again back to the melanoma. So it's really been kind of a beneficial thing. It was well received. They told us it was really well received, as was our 21 by 21 by 21 table that we did. Apparently that was the highlight of the cornhole tournament.
Yep,
so it went over really well. So that was the grand prize for the cornhole tournament, and went over really well. We're excited about that, and we're glad that it was able to help in some little way for this benefit. And we look forward to doing more things in the community in the future, and maybe contributing to some other benefits coming up in the future. We repaired the shelf we bought from the auction. That's going to be in a little video that I'm going to release when I do the cover of what I did with that toolbox, that aluminum truck toolbox. So a video coming out of that, but we repaired that and made it a I guess we're going to use it basically as a shelf to display at future shows.
Display these things.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to use that, and then at Christmas time, Christmas objects. So we were really busy at the last week, or really last 2 weeks in the shop. Now, let's talk a little bit more about Atlanta. Oh, that's some good sweet tea. Now, shows and markets coming up. We were slated to go to the Atlanta market, the Lakewood 400 market this past week. We were very excited about it. We were really looking for it. We were pumped. Got up early Thursday morning because we both took off Thursday and Friday. It's a 3-day event. And we were going to get packed up, get gone. Well, actually, we were mostly packed up as it was. We just had a few other things thrown in there. However, Kimster fell a little bit ill, and Mama wound up taking care of her for the day. And we just decided, you know what? If we put off one more month going to Atlanta, we'll have a lot more to do, a lot more projects to take. So we decided to not go to Atlanta this time and put it off for one more month, but we're definitely looking at going the 3rd weekend in October. Very excited, very pumped about it. I don't know about you, but I'm really excited about it. So let's talk about some of the things coming up in the near future. 23rd September 2017, yeah, that's right, this weekend we're going back to Union Point, the Junction Jamboree. Now this was our breakout art show that we did a year ago. Emily, Michael, do you believe it's been a year? It has been a year. That was our breakout. That was where we went from, oh, this looks good, we'll give you $1 at other shows, to, hey, you only want how much for this? I'll take 2. We did really well with our wine crates with the upholstered top. We did real well with everything. It was really, really a great show. We're extremely excited to go back. They, I think, are pretty excited about us returning. I got an email from the lady. So Two Dogs is looking really, really forward to this show. 23rd September 2017. Michael, understand you and Emily will not be able to make it. Understand that. Hopefully Jay and Daniel and the Butterbean will be there to help me out because Mama's got to work. So if not, it's going to be a long day for me. I'm going to get a little extra nap in when I get home.
No, he won't.
The 7th of October, Del Webb, I don't know what we're calling it, but anyhow.
Del Mar Webb, whatever.
It's the show we went to last year. It was in a gated community. Went there, and we looked like the Beverly Hillbillies showed up. We were well received. People loved us. Windstorm drove everybody else inside, not the dogs. The dogs stayed in the yard. We did a good job, I think, that day. We
holding down the tents, the forts.
People saw us and knew there was something going on, so they'd stop there at the clubhouse, come in and see everybody else's stuff. And we had a pretty good sale. I think we did all right at that.
Talked to some really nice folks.
Met some really, really great people. So we're looking forward to Del Mar, the 7th of October, 2017. Be there, be square. Michael, we sure hope you'll be able to make it. I don't think he made it to that one last year because Jay went with us. That's right. We were texting Michael. Then, 14th of October 2017. That's right, this year we're back to Mule
Following
Days.
weekend.
The following weekend we are at Mule Days. Do y'all remember Mule Days last year? Do you remember Mule Days? Holy cow, hurricane blew into Savannah, pushed all the people up into Thompson, Georgia. We had all of Savannah sitting in Thompson, Georgia, Washington, Georgia. It was a great time. We did extremely well. And they said nobody turned out for the thing. They said there was nobody there. We had a great time. It was probably one of our best
we
ever.
did over $300.
Yeah, best ever days that we ever had. So we're looking forward to Mule Days. If you can be there with us for Mule Days, please show up. I'm waiting to find out what happens with the story at the hog washing pit. And see if anything's changed from last year when I told the story. I'm not sure yet. Then 21st of October 2017, that's right, we're headed back to Atlanta. We're going to be sleeping on the new couch that Emily and Michael got. We're going to be at the 400, Lakewood Market 400. Very excited about that, thrilled. Not going to miss it this time. If Kimmy gets sick this time, we're loading her up in the trailer and we're going to take her with us and we're going to babysit her there. If I break a leg, I'm going to take and tie a stick to it. I'm going to limp up there, but we're going. We're going to be there. We're looking forward to it. We're excited. We got a lot of stuff.
What about if
planned.
I get sick?
If you get sick, we're going to put you in the truck and we're going to drag you along. We're going to drag you along. Now, 28th October, still up in the air. That might be a car show. We're not 100% sure. I think we want to go, but we're not sure if it's going to work out. Yeah, because we're going to have just come out of 3 or 4 major sales. We're just not sure what's going to happen, but we want to be there for our first car show. We'll let you know more on that as we know more. All right. Coming up for Two Dogs Woodworking and Wood, we got 2 more 21 by 21 by 21 tables to build. We got the tabletop for one. I've got the wood for the next tabletop sitting in the kiln. Uncle Mikey helped me with that yesterday on the mill. We used the mill as a joiner. I'll tell you more about that later if you want to hear about it. We got the wood nice and flat. It's sitting over in the shed that Michael and I built, waiting to go in the kiln as soon as that red oak comes out of the kiln. And we're going to build 1 more tabletop out of that. We got the skirt material and the leg material sitting over here. We're ready to rock and roll with that. I got a shelf set for somebody at work I got to build. As soon as this wood comes out of the kiln, this red oak comes out of the kiln. Coffee table. We're working on a coffee table. What coffee table are we? Oh, yeah, that's right. The coffee table that looks like one of our wine crates. I got to finish that up. As soon as the red oak comes out of the kiln, we got the watch box again waiting on the red oak in the kiln. And then we're going to redo Jay's corner stand. Y'all remember Jay's corner stand? That pretty door. Wind caught it at some little funky.
That was the high school one we were at.
Yeah, it was a bad show we went to. It was really not well thought out. They were great people. It just, they had tried to have 2 functions going on there at the same time. It was a horrible show. Wind blew, caught Jay's perfect little corner stand. It actually shaped kind of 90 degrees. Wind made a parachute out, pushed it over. We lost, I don't know, 3 or 4 things. Darn near lost a child because the child had just walked past there. But we're going to repair that and get that ready. That's been sitting around waiting for a year to be done. So, Bob's flashing. I've been talking for a long time. So what we're going to do is we're fixing to wrap this up here. All right. As always, we'd like to say thank you for watching the video. And remember, we'd love to see you back in the shop.